Or did it?
Natty.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, son. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive. Here you go. Seen enough?
Was wondering what owls from all our friends thanking you for your time. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the...
let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. but I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor.
You know how I feel about this. But your brother's stubbornness knows...
Clive. What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here. Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Seems the hideaway's lost its...
Blasted!
Kurt said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Have you had one?
Something smells good.
Bombs.
Eh? The bloody great old.
It's supposed... Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can...
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. Mids, I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but which almost certainly means...
Perhaps a visit from Sid. Or John.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie. They were in the atrium.
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody...
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is you remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, so I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as...
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. So, what's on the menu?
A fried mortress of skyworm. Recipe seemed easy enough to an old handler. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ivan said the recipe's in the culinary pilgrimage dayback sent.
Wow. A kindly old fella who...
Fine. And if he does...
You do that.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Valisthea, the young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more.
That's actually why I'm here.
So the fabled Sanbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern.
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their... I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress...
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other.
Best of luck, Clive, and do say...
What am I gonna do? But no.
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I think Nan might be in
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, but she'd never do business with baddies. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give you...
Don't worry.
You let me know...
Of course. Lady Karen,
Not nearly as foul.
you're doing...
Carker, what exactly? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs, huh?
just... all right.
Are you?
All I know is that someone in Dallas...
And what? You believe it? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretch, but that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you...
Of course. I spoke with Lady Karen,
What did she say?
that the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. That while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her...
Oh, well, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say she was?
No. It's that people do things for all sorts of...
That trader, he said they were all talk, so that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, well, that...
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle? Why would he be at Martha's rep?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them. Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is...
No.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it...
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Midadol?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said, the best way I see out...
Well, then your work is already half done.
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing...
You three need to learn to take... So let's have a look at these parts with fresh... All right. Every piece has its own role. If even one of them is missing, the scale... You already know one of the pieces. This tiny piece is what's...
I have. Miss Middledore.
She puts them in all her invent...
That's right. They're very...
I remember the arm move.
Not my fault.
You know what parts... So...
Not a bad idea. This is called the arm.
You're right.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about...
Hold things.
Good thinking. These round parts are called...
I do. Molly uses... But these aren't for frying bangers. But what if I wanted to wear goots?
Probably...
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means some... So, Now that we've...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, and then the arms hold...
Very good. Let's see if... There.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right. We're Miss Mid...
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us a...
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mid.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Well?
It was as you thought. That they dismantled them to see how they...
Oh, no, Mid will have my...
Thankfully, she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the
I'm so sorry. I shall see that the children are...
Please, there's no need. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know...
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her to anyone else it would be an opportunity, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life.
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm